What's going on, guys? We're back at the Double Mint Games World headquarters. We're gonna do something a little different tonight. I'm over here. Tom said he's got some games from his personal collection he wants to swap out for some of the business games that we've on the. We're going to go through some of his personal collection, see what he's got to sell, probably pay him a little cash out of the business, and yeah, just go through a little bit of Tommy G's personal collection. Let's see what he's got. Tommy G, I'm going to ask you a question that I ask everybody when we buy a collection. Why are you selling this collection?
No, it's a good question. So, for one, like, actually, very simply, I have to pay off a bill. Like, my son had just some medical stuff, like, after he was born, and anyways, life happens, right? Like, we have video games. Sometimes, like, we have video games that we're not playing, and I'm just like, look, I like these, but I'd rather them go in some other collection, and I really need to pay this bill, and I don't want to use any of my other, like, my personal savings from it, so why don't I just sell some of my video games and take care of it?
These are out of Tom's collection. Exactly an even swap for Xbox 360. He's been wanting to get more into Xbox 360, so we're gonna do an even swap here.
You know,
games come and go, but
games come and go. I'll find them again, and also too, like, I'm hoping that, like, we actually add some of these Wii games to our Wii Quest, which I think we will.
I think we will. I think
there's a good mix. Like, well, like, you probably saw a little bit of it right now, but I'm happy to sort of talk through some of it.
Yeah, talk through this stack right here. This one's quick and easy.
Right here, this is just like really solid buy list stuff on the Wii. I think for the most part, like, I had intentions of playing some of this stuff, especially like Mario Galaxy 2 and stuff that I haven't played yet, but I just haven't gotten around to it, and I know I'll find it again, so it's gotta go. I think I actually started collecting Wii more recently, like probably 2 years ago. I would just come across more uncommon stuff, like Wii Fishing Resort. Actually,
I think we found it at Goodwill.
Yeah. Chris and I found this at a Goodwill. We found the loose copy of it inside of a cheap Sega Bass Fishing game for like $2, and so I took the disc, which was like, you know, $60 disc or whatever, and just got a case for it, like an authentic case. Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, you know, all this stuff is like collector worthy. Getting over into the Wii U, I had intentions of not collecting the full set of Wii U, but like for a while there, I was just only collecting stuff that was like pretty rare, like Game & Wario was one that I came across that I got for a good deal, like with a trade. Shantae I found at a game store. This was one of the first Wii U games I bought. Like, just, I thought the box was clean and cool. Yoshi's, Xenoblade, Wii Sports Club is hard to find.
Some of these are on the
Wii
buy
Party,
list.
right? Yeah, I think, but then Tekken Tag, Tank. Like, so you've got like a good mix of stuff on here that's like, you know, just maybe not on the buy list, but like, or maybe it is, but it's like good stuff. And yeah, over time, I just decided, like, for the Wii U, like, I'm only keeping like the games that I absolutely will play. Right now I ended up keeping the Zelda games, just because, like, I'm a huge Zelda fan. So DS and 3DS, yeah, so like this was a little bit harder for me to part with because it's been so hard to find this kind of stuff, but especially complete now, like on the 3DS side. But I just don't really play 3DS right now, like, so I'm keeping some of the stuff that's like really close to me, and then the stuff that's not, like, I'm just gonna let go, right?
Sealed.
Yeah, that was
Chibi
from.
Oh wait, it's one of those.
Nikki, yeah.
It's one of those fake reseals. Never mind, PS3.
A little bit of PS3. So I traded out the other Spider-Mans, as you saw. So Edge of Time, I'm on the lookout for just for 360. This one just like looked cool. Like, I think I heard Metal Jesus talking about it. Like Ride to Hell Retribution. Like, it's just like a really bad like game, like a B movie game. Family Guy, I'm looking for it on 360. Same with Budokai HD Collection. I think this is also on 360, but this is one of the first games I ever got at a flea market when I started collecting, and then Def Jam.
Sweet. Well, let's go do some math and get you paid, my friend, and let's hope it's enough to pay off the bill.
Stay minty.
So it's been a while since we've done a Wii Quest update. We finally got a shelf put together, so let's get some stuff on the shelf and give you guys an update with what all we got.
Wii Quest has been a grind. So far, we have 189 games out of 1,400-ish US that we're collecting. So we're well on our way past 10%. And the total estimated value is $21.41.
Got a ways to go, but let's get into it.
Starting off, very simply, top is just extra boxes, whatever. Going through the games, we finally got everything into Game Eye. Stuff in here is, some stuff is sealed, so I think I have it as CIB, so there are certain things that it might be a little bit more in value, but it doesn't really matter. I think a couple key standouts where I would start on maybe like the cheaper games that like are kind of like interesting would be like Alien Syndrome, one that I don't see very often, but is sort of like an older Atari game that they redid. Probably gonna butcher it. Baroque? Sure. Kind of going through, sure, a lot of filler, a lot of Cabela's, a lot of, you know, Nerf games seem to be sort of the common thing.
Shout out to Editor Keith. He sent us quite a bit of filler games to help us get on the way.
He sent us a ton of great games. Fishing Resort, this game is definitely up there in value. Cool game. Fortune Street, $20. That's actually a pretty good deal on it. Hannah Montana, Jurassic, The Hunted, King's Quest, and Lost in Shadow. So some of these are from my personal collection, which are just like super cool kind of games. Like I know Lost in Shadow is in a ton of those. Hidden Gem List. Mad Dog McCree, Mad World, Mario Party 9. I think you saw some of these from the Wii Quest so far, so I won't dive too much into those. Ton of Nerf games, some sports games. Another cool game we got from, shout out to Bowman Games. This is a refurbished product of the new Super Mario Bros. So like getting this label here is pretty rare. I've never seen it before, honestly. This is a Japanese copy. I ordered one from East Starland. They sent me a Japanese copy and I was just like, well, let's just keep it, right? So right into the Wii Quest. Why not, right? Gonna butcher this one. Zombie Slayer, Bikini Zombie Slayers. We'll just go with that. Rhythm Heaven Feeder. I forgot we had this. Banger alert. And then we got some other ones that are just like weird, like Rooms and Rygar. All right, so Pandora's Tower, one of the first games we picked up. Very sort of cool, rare RPG. And then there's some, and then maybe like, I also mentioned Power Punch, which I never saw before. Also kind of cool to see that. Looks like another sort of Punch-Out clone. And then down here we got some cool different box variants. Some of them are sealed, some of them aren't.
Like this is complete in here with the original Mario Kart.
Yeah.
First copy of Mario Kart Wii we've kept because we don't really keep a ton of stuff that's on our buy list right now. Tom, why is that?
Because we're buying stuff on our buy list. We're trying to send it to Amazon. So let us buy it from you. And at the end of the day, those should be the last things that we should collect because we just come across so many of them.
Right.
So.
Like as you notice, there's not a Wii Sports in here.
Yeah.
No Wii Sports Resort.
No Wii Sports at this moment, but it'll get here eventually. We're focusing on weird, rare. That's what we're focusing on. Chris, from this collection, pick a game. What is something that you want to play? What are you itching to play?
I mean, we mentioned it earlier, but Tornado Outbreak is something that I've heard a ton about. And like, I'm just interested in tornadoes too. Like just watching the weather and stuff like that. So this would be a game that I would want to play and just be a tornado. So I think our next game night, we need to bust this bad boy out. What of these would you pick?
For a game night, so first one, I think we have to do Rhythm Heaven Feeder.
For sure.
Like it's just it's one of the most expensive games on the console. Like it's kind of like a mix between those WarioWare games and like some of like Parappa the Rappa. Maybe if you like mix those two. Another one would be, I love Metal Slug. Metal Slug Anthology is a ton of fun. You got all the different Metal Slugs on there. And then just for straight up just kicks.
Be careful, that's Mad Dog's boys over there.
Looking at my keys, stranger? You wouldn't be trying to get the sheriff out of jail now, would you? Chaco! Huh? Show him all we did in trouble.
Mad Dog McCree, a terrible game, terrible, but would be a ton of fun to try. This is it so far, folks. The Wii Quest is in full effect. We still have 1,000-ish games to get. We're working there. We're gonna get there.
Yeah, we're
Stay
gonna
with us. Put in the comments.
Please.
Put a game in the comment we should be adding
at our next convention.
At our next convention, yeah. And I think the last thing to mention too, around sort of the Wii Quest would be, sell us more Wii games. So this is the other stuff that we decided to sell. Some of it will go to Amazon, like the stuff that like is on our buy list. But there's stuff on here that like we're not going to send on our buy list. This is just like it doesn't sell as well on Amazon. So there are people out there, like I know people are reaching out to us. Like if you're interested in some of this stuff, let us know. We'd be interested in selling, trading, you know, whatever. Like hit us up. So.
Exactly, and you know we're going to be at Game Central Station Swap and Shop at the end of April. I think it's GameCentralStation.net. I think is their website.
April 27th.
It's the last day of it. I think it's the 26th and 7th. So yeah, Athens, Georgia. We'll have a bunch of these games available there. We all are also a sponsor. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this video. Once we reach 250 subscribers, we're going to give away a sealed copy of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. We're going to give away some Wii games, I think, once we reach 1,000 subscribers. So please share this video out to your friends and drop the Wii game we need to get at our next convention down below. Thank you guys so much, and stay minty.
Stay minty!